Today is the 2-year anniversary of what this channel was originally called was Body of Truth, and now it's Rewild Your World. And with maybe one or two exceptions due to ability to upload, I have not missed making a video per day in 2 years. And what have I learned during that period? I have learned that when I first said, oh, like just a couple minutes a day, no big deal, um, was a far more vast undertaking than I knew. Not technically, the technical ability of my videos has not really changed much, not a ton of editing. They're pretty much done in one shot. Um, and but the biggest gift that I have gotten, making a commitment to communicate every day, honestly, taking one piece of something that comes up for me in my journey as a human, as a hero, as a seeker, as someone who is always looking to expand their consciousness. I just thought that testifying one honest piece a day, whether I'm in tears, whether I'm not feeling well, whether I'm joyous, whether I'm in my ego, all of those conditions that come out for us as humans, the whole goal was here is my contribution. And if you find solace here, if you feel a slightly less bit alone today, that is my complete job. Like that is all I've ever wanted. And I don't have to have a huge audience. I certainly didn't do this for influential reasons. I did it to just communicate to all that stumble across a video here and there is that the effort to look at yourself, to tell the truth, to allow your body to speak its wisdom to you, and to know that you are not alone. That is the whole purpose of this channel. I started this channel because I was healing from the aftermath, not healing from the end of my marriage, but healing from my lack of healing from that. I had white knuckled it for a couple of years, and my ex-husband is a very good man, and he did us really both a blessing when we ended our marriage. We are both happier and can love each other far better as we really are, not who in the end we were pretending to be. And I'm so grateful for that. And then along the way, I started out kind of, yes, my testimony was true. It was truly what was coming up for me. And I would find myself really drowned in my feelings quite a bit. I would find myself so drowned in the data and narrative of my story that, I really felt like maybe I'm not going to make it. I'd be in the pit for days at a time. And that is a necessary step. So if you are uncovering lies for the first time and you're absolutely amazed and all of these parts of your story are coming up, that's so normal. That's so healthy. All that kind of vomiting, all that poison that you've been compressing or not looking at for so long. And if you have physical symptoms, it's no surprise. You've been forcing all those emotions into the tissues of your body. And as they come through and come out, don't be surprised if there's purifications that go through your body. You're more susceptible to colds, or your nose runs, or your eyes water, or you have inflammation or reaction. It's really a signal of you reaching a new place, because your physical symptoms are simply an echo of what is going on inside you. Your health is not merely a lack of symptoms. Health is the alignment as close as you can be at any given moment to your body, your heart, your mind, and your spirit. And you do that in little tiny pieces every day. So this is both an ode to the consistency. I give myself that blessing of consistency. Some videos I look and I'm like, oh, take it down. But I can't, because it's part of the journey. It is my honest contribution, even when they make me cringe. And I honor the process that it took for me to kind of get out of just telling my story. I'm always going to relay pieces of my story because I really do feel that one individual story will hit upon everyone's individual story. Unfortunately, the generational lies that we have inherited as humanity are pretty universal. I'm not lovable. I'm not worthy. And so what happens is either we take those on as uh, we're bad, so we need to punish ourselves and sabotage ourselves, or we need to be defensive and we need to be braggadocious to counter those feelings so you don't have to feel them. And once you've moved through it being all about you, one of the lines in a book that I really love says, back when you're in that narcissistic place, it's like you're the piece of shit around which the world revolves, right? So it's all about you and your story. And it still is about my participation, and the date is still there, right? The frames of what has created you don't change, but your ability to transcend the data, the actual story of I had issues with my mother, I still don't have a great relationship with my spouse, like all of those things are the data, but where are you inside that? And is that defining you? Or are you allowing yourself to kind of step out of that place? Are you ready to step out of that place and understand the more universality that we really are all one, and that the true story is one story? It does not matter what culture you approach it from. I am always so amazed and so gratified and so open and so honored to know God the way I do when I hear a different version of the universal story of man's connection with God, and that the lie is that we are not connected to God and each other. So that is my all over rant for today. Kind of what I have learned, what I have gone through, where I sit today. And what I invite you to look at is take a look back, just take a year. Take a year and see, first of all, acknowledge how far you've come. Maybe you can get a little space to see where you are in your journey and know that I will continue showing up every day. I thought about cutting back, and I'm just not. That day may come. That day may come. But for now, the contribution remains because it's healed me, as I hope maybe it's helped someone else. And I remain committed. I remain committed to tell the truth. A piece, a fractal of the truth every day. So happy to your anniversary. Rewild your world. And I will see you tomorrow.